Oh my god. Hello? Wait, I'm starting to get. Wait. Wait. You know what? I'll just, yeah, I'll just do that. Yep, there you go. There's my fucking wallpaper. There's everything. I'm fucking starting the game. I don't know what I'm doing. Hello? Hi. I haven't really played with people on stream before, so I don't really know what to do. I was prepared for this, yeah. Um, I usually talk to you guys at the start, so you know it's weird like not talking to you guys at the start. So I'm just because I feel bad for making them wait, so now I'm just like here. But yeah, hello. I don't know what I'm doing. Hello. I'm dying. Hello, Repo. Yeah, I love Repo. Wait, actually, wait. I can look at my. Oh yeah, look. That's me. I'm a burger. I love being a burger. Why am I not talking even though I'm a burger? I'm a burger, bro. I'm a burger with like a Star Wars helmet. I'm so cool. You can't tell me that I don't have drip. And then also look at my fucking boot too, actually. Like I'm just a burger with drip. I don't know what to tell you. Like it's true. It's real. I have drip. Anyway, time for me to be shy and shut up. Hello. 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 Hi, Unseal. How's it going? Hello. Hello. I'm a burger. Yeah, I'm burger. I love being a burger, bruh. Being a burger is so cool. It's going good. How's it going? It's going good. I'm just fucking Repo, you know? I'm a burger, actually. That's how I'm doing. Erm. Interesting. Interesting. I think this is the whole gang. OMG? OMG? Why are you saying OMG? OMG. You're what? What are you saying?
Here
I'm
you
a burger.
go. Have a head pat.
Thanks for the head pat. What the hell? Oh, did my phone die? Holy fuck, my phone died. That's crazy. Okay, I guess I have to do face cam for this. That's crazy that my phone died. Hello. I'm using something I don't usually use. This will be bad and horrible, and I will look way worse. But you know, that's just how it's gonna have to be. Yo, hello. I'm burger. Wait, how do I show you? There you go. I'm burger. Oh my god, thanks for the bits. Thank you so much. Can you join? No. True Snook. I got 6-7 likes. Well, 6-7. Can I start so like you guys can go away from me? Because I know you're gonna be annoyed. I think this is it. Oh my god, hi Bland, how's it going? How you doing? How were you yesterday? We couldn't really talk yesterday. I was kind of depressed. I'm not depressed. I was kind of sad about it. Oh yeah. Also, Bland, I'm free. I'm free from now on. I can now freely talk whenever you want to speak. Actually, except on Thursday. You don't want to talk. I mean, you're on you're on the bad side. You know, you're on the evil side. You gotta go on the good side, and then maybe I'll respect you. What's his name? Bland. Cause he's bland. so we could talk. Yeah, we could talk now. School is done except for Thursday. I have a final on Thursday. Cause I don't know if I told this story on stream, but my school website got hacked, and so I couldn't take my final, and so now I'm just kind of waiting for Thursday because it got rescheduled as Thursday, which is really fucked up. But yeah. Also, I think the hackers were the same group that hacked Rockstar like all those years ago. Why are you bullying me? But yeah. Hello. Wait, we should get to Rocky Talkies again so we can fuck around. Where am I going? Wait, where is it? Oh, is it to save? Oh, it is. That's mine, sorry. Oh, games muted? Oh, thank you. There we go.
It looks so boring right now.
Bland, someone on
Take this
TikTok
health
chat. Someone on, I already have one. Someone on TikTok chat said, to tell you what I like so
That.
they have a chance to talk to me.
You did.
That's saying, yeah, we can play now. I'd probably prefer Mario Kart, to be honest. I kind of stopped playing Splatoon, because I don't know why.
Okay.
Oh wait, did I drop you too hard? I'm sorry.
I don't know, like, look at the TikTok chat. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what's happening. I'm just kind of here. What did I press? I pressed nothing, okay. Release me!
Take that, Tequila.
You know, I think I maybe like my face cam tracking more. Actually, no, I really don't. Now that I look at it. Oh well. Oh, wait, hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Who's talking to me? Hello? Who is this?
Hello?
Hello?
Give me that. Hello?
You just stole her phone. What the hell?
She don't know how to use it. She's not technology advanced like me.
I hit E and nothing happened.
Hello? What the fuck? That's me. Hello. Okay, yeah, we're doing we're doing Blair Witch. Yeah. Oh wait, there's a loot crate.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a loot
I'm
crate.
sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave you for this loot.
Wait.
Bye.
Aw. I can't believe you hung up on me like this.
I
What the
found something
fuck?
really important.
I can't.
I love gacha.
I
love
can't
gacha.
believe. You love clowns and jesters? Me too. That's a joke? Yeah, no, I know. I took it as a joke. I take everything you say as a joke, to be honest. Oh, don't let them know. I mean,
Flush me.
they can see it in the chat. Flush you? How do I... yeah. He got stuck.
Ah.
Wait, here we get a bully.
Kayla's a victim.
Oh, are we gonna bully the Kayla? Okay.
Oh, dude, we
Don't
don't have
drop
a.
me. I'm
We
just
don't
a
have
baby.
Yeah, we don't have
a
someone.
victim.
We don't have someone
Bah.
who's DMing me.
Oh,
Let's play Cuckoo Baby.
apologies.
Just give Tequila brain damage.
Did you get like...
I
Yeah.
have enough brain damage.
That's why she don't know how to use the phone.
Wait, are we bullying her? Like, for real?
Back in my day, we spun the dial in a circle.
Is she our victim? You're sorry, it's fine. Hello. I guess you're our victim. She didn't say yes, but she didn't say no. You know how
That's
it is.
okay.
You know how it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. I am bad at texting back.
Okay.
Hang on, we're playing Goo Goo Babies. Okay, so... What? What?
What's on the floor?
Hang on.
Someone
What the
threw
fuck?
up.
Hang on. You're gonna be bait, okay? It's kind of laggy. I'm sorry, but like you're gonna be bait. So like you're gonna you're gonna go.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you're gonna go there. If you fight back, I guess you die. You know? Okay. Hello.
Don't Don't let him kill me.
Don't let it kill you. That's not my responsibility. I didn't give birth to you.
Uh,
Have fun in hell. Oh, no. Did you kill Tequila?
Yeah.
Dude, that's Meek's son.
Oh, I didn't know that. You kind of gave me permission, and so I just kind of threw her off nonchalantly, and then I walked
I don't
away.
really. I'm not gonna waste my energy on stuff like that. Sorry. Tequila, no.
How's
him.
feeling now after finals? I don't have my final. My school website got hacked. my school website got hacked, and so my school final got rescheduled to Thursday because my school website got hacked. And actually, it was the same people who hacked Rockstar like all those years ago. If you saw that happen, so yeah, my school website got hacked,
But
and
not
so
your
yeah.
vaginal womb. Your brain womb.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, your brain
Is
womb.
anyone here? Okay, no one's there.
My walkie-talkie. Where is it?
Yeah, I gotta call you.
Yeah,
Hello,
that's fine.
hello, hello.
Sorry that I just tossed you away last time like a cheap whore.
Yeah, you kind of did. I didn't like it. Anyway, I'm gonna be recon, like Tequila was for
like
me.
This.
I mean, I kind of can't tell what you're doing. I mean, I can see what you're doing.
Oh! If I put you in the car, you can still talk to me, but I don't have to hold
Whoa, that's crazy. But yeah, you. I just.
you. I feel
like,
really maternal about this walkie-talkie.
specifically the walkie. I can't talk to you if I'm dead in the walkie-talkie, so you can't kill me then.
I wouldn't kill you, probably.
No, you killed me before. Only when like.
I'm really kind to women.
Only when no one else is here, though. Oh,
That
yeah,
is true. We have no victim. Do we need to get like?
do you have any
back
more
as fuck to,
parties?
like,
Yeah,
Cardiff?
true. Tell Sky to stop streaming.
What's he doing?
He's streaming. He's playing a Zelda, I think, Wind Waker.
On Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm in like a streamception right now.
Yeah, tell him to stop streaming and join Repo. Or like tell him to
He
stop
won't.
tell him to stop playing Wind Waker and join Repo.
That sounds like the worst choice.
Which ones? I have all the ones on the Switch, so don't worry. I can play all of them with you.
Oh, left him.
Hang on. Okay, I don't know why I
By my
pressed that.
phone.
Yeah, I don't know why I pressed that.
It's cut me off without saying bye. It's not really polite.
No, I said hang on, and then I pressed it
It's not
accidentally.
really good manners. I don't know.
No, what do you mean? I said hang on. Okay, hang on. I'll say burb, like Leiru. I'll say burb when I think.
How your Oshi treats women.
Oh, what the hell?
Like they're disposable.
Okay, Rocky racist.
Whoa! Don't say my pseudonym live on stream.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. That's saved for your stream. No, they don't know it yet.
Yeah, they don't know what I got in me.
You know, I kind of can't see
Can't
anything,
see.
so yeah, I'm gonna like go away.
Okay, bye now.
Goodbye. Okay, I'm back. I'm in my body. I'm back. I don't know where I am, but I'm back. Hello, there's a flashlight. I'm looking at my face. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, Meek. Wait, Meek. Stare into this. Look. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm getting a call. Hello. What?
Hey.
Hi, hello.
Wait, don't put it in! Don't put it in! Don't put it in!
Yeah, nothing's in.
I have things that I have to bring back.
I hate how you sound like a big. It's so funny to me. Gambling. Oh, gambling. Oh wait, no. Yeah, no. Wait. Oh, I lost. It's red. I'm dead. I'm not dead. You sound like a Victorian British child and I hate it so much, it's so funny.
I'll sweep your chimney, sir.
Yeah. Can you polish my shoes? Can, yeah, can you polish my shoes? For one...
Call you back 'cause I thought you might miss me, but I'm gonna leave now. Bye.
no, don't leave me.
Oh my
Hello.
god, we've reunited.
Whoa. I'm gonna try and find more items. I don't think there's anything close though.
Using my Apple iPhone 2 to talk to you.
Okay. That was cool. Is it dead? Oh, now it is. Hell yeah. That was crazy. You know, I'm glad I'm streaming Repo, because I haven't streamed Repo in so long. And I think Repo is funny. I killed something too. I don't think it'll fit though.
It won't fit.
I thought you ran into it. I was like, what the hell? Okay, can you put this one in now?
No, it's gonna fall too.
I'm kind of stuttering, so like, I really don't want to carry the cart.
I'm carrying it.
Assuming I
You're
haven't
always
seen
the
any
cart.
updates
You're
up till now.
always like the cart pusher.
Tequila sent you here against your will? Why would she do that? I'm cringe. She sent you to watch cringe. Oh yeah, the Repo is really the update. It's really fun.
You be spinning your stick.
Wait. Before you put it in, grab the flashlight and look at it. Look, grab the flashlight and look at it. Okay, you know what? It's
No, I
worth
got it. I
it.
got it. Let me get. I'm blind. Shocking behavior. Why did you tell me to do that?
All of you except Meek leave destruction in your wake.
Kayla, I think you're being really dramatic. You were only dead for 40 minutes.
Oh my god. I mean,
Grab the
I'm brain
walkie-talkie.
dead.
Someone grab the walkie-talkie.
Legally distinct.
Thank you.
Here, grab it. Put it in your inventory.
I don't have room.
Okay, you put it in your someone put it in your inventory.
No, that's why I had it in the car.
Hello? Hello? There's a monster over there. I heard it.
Everything-
Oh, what the
Why
fuck?
did you drop it?
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm leaving. I feel disrespected.
Oh.
You guys should bully me.
I don't want to bully you. That sounds like you have ulterior motives. I don't know.
What?
Eyeball.
What
Eyeball.
if what if I
Eyeball.
shoot it in the eye?
Eyeball.
Ugh.
It's okay, you love Repo. Yippee.
Make!
Yippee.
I didn't even do anything. I don't even know what I did. I just stood there.
Don't harm me!
Yeah, she's just a baby.
Burger.
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 You look like are you wearing a diaper on your head? 'Cause that's what it looked like.
No, I'm wearing I'm a thing from Star Wars. Look, see?
It looks like a diaper from the back. Turn around. Kayla, look at this. Does it look like a diaper?
It looks like that or underwear.
No,
Yeah,
I'm wearing a
Who's
space
wearing
helmet.
those?
I used underwear.
Yeah, it's my girlfriend then, sorry.
Throw me down the stairs.
No! Be kind!
It's clear.
Oh, there's a ice cube. Hello, I see a money bag. Okay, you're good. Bye. Oh. Hello?
Gotcha.
Hello?
Not much in the room clear. Gotcha.
Okay, bye. I love fucking around with the walkie-talkie, it's so funny. Oh wait, I didn't get the thing, the extract. I'm usually the person who gets the oh wait, hello?
Just put the ice cream in the cart. Roger, over.
Okay.
What's the map button again?
Tab.
Tab. Okay, thank you. Wait.
Where's the... I can't find anything! Hi, Kuda, how's it going? Bro, I'm so disoriented on stream. It's actually crazy how disoriented I get on stream. Okay, there we go. Finally, I found a way. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Okay, yeah. Okay,
Over.
over. Over.
Over. You have to use.
Wait, hang on. Hello? I found extraction.
Hello?
Over, Roger, Roger, yeah. I'm gonna get killed by... Hello? Yeah. Okay. Hello, I found a loot crate. Over. Come over here. I found a loot crate.
Okay, Roger,
Yeah.
Roger.
Oh my god, wait. Can you carry this?
Yeah, I got it.
I have a phone call. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, on my way now. Roger, over.
Bye. Okay, I can carry it now.
Okay, I got it. I'm letting go. Okay.
Yippee!
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Hello?
I'm behind you. Roger, over there.
Okay, wait. Hello? I found a flashlight.
Hello?
I'm gonna flash it in your face. Okay, over, Roger.
Okay, Roger, over. Let me have a look at that. Wow. Everything looks like one. Roger, over.
Roger, over. You're a goofy
Roger,
goober?
over.
Yeah.
Goofy goober. Wow.
Hello, we got enough money. Okay, Roger. What the hell? What the hell? Why would she do this?
I don't have time! Where did she go?
Why would she do this?
Where did she go? How did she go? We have to find the next extract immediately! Pronto! Wait, let me call her. Wait, she's dead.
I lost my walkie-talkie.
Wait, where
Hurry up!
did she go?
I can't breathe. This is debilitating.
Roger, what the hell? I think someone
Roger,
green killed me. I think.
I must find the extraction immediately. Good. Bang!
What the hell?
Okay,
I
let's
don't
not-
deserve this.
Okay. I'm gonna bring you back in.
I did nothing to deserve this, I think. I did absolutely nothing. I'm dead. I'm dead. Meek, don't listen to what they say. Someone green killed me. I'm sure of it.
What? I didn't hear anything. I don't know. I didn't do it.
Where do you think you're going?
No, Meek! You got silenced! What the fuck? Meek, no!
I knew too much.
Okay, clean.
Oh.
Hey, I think someone green killed me, and then I think a clown killed me. I don't know what's happening. What's that?
I see the problem, and it doesn't start with me.
Ice Cube.
Problem is that you're dead and I'm alive.
I found extraction. Over. Roger.
Roger, thank you. I didn't see it. I must get across this without falling. That'd be really embarrassing. Oh, I'm so that's cool. That was really awesome.
Oh, I thought she fell because of
I
the
walked
lag.
over that bridge with ease. There's a big. Should I try to get this in? I don't really know.
Oh, there's Tequila. I was wondering where they were.
There were other people.
That's crazy.
Hi.
Oh, hello you.
That's crazy.
I found something that's $24,000, but it's
Yeah.
really big and hard
Get
to
it real quick, and then we'll revive Celeste and me.
There's 2 ice cubes.
killed
Roger.
I killed Celeste because I thought it would be funny, and it was, but I feel horrible.
Don't feel bad she killed me. It's very funny.
That is true. It is called karma.
Absolutely.
I've heard of that before. Oh, you need to grab this other ice, okay? I trust you to be strong.
I don't know why I'm swimming with that
Okay,
button.
what am I grabbing?
The other ice.
I be
Okay?
dying.
You just have to bring it in this room with minimal damage.
I be dying.
Okay, I got it.
I trust you.
I'll
Roger,
do my
karma will
best.
come for you, Roger.
Don't come for me. Don't come for me, Roger. Over.
No, karma's coming for you, not me. Or Roger. Roger.
Who's
Okay, I'm supposed
Roger?
to... maybe trusting me is not a good idea.
Michaela, can you help?
Yeah, I'm just scared to go over to Plank.
I knew that was gonna happen. I knew she was gonna kill you.
She fell.
Her blood plus cannot be stated!
That's why I killed you. I tried to save you from her.
Over, Roger.
And it didn't happen. It didn't
You
work.
did your best. I forgive you.
I don't like this, actually.
I tried to save you the
did a mistake.
heartbreak.
I should have made her bring it across the bridge first. I fucked up.
All I've learned is I can
Control
only
the
trust Meek.
Yeah, Meek's
We
the only
kill.
one who doesn't kill for fun.
You have to,
I also
Are you
I
guys
don't kill
planning to
people.
assassinate me when you get alive? I'll give you my health. I promise. Don't hurt
Also
me.
don't get killed
Please.
because I die anyways.
That's
Yeah, you
real.
died to the clown.
Yeah.
Do you wanna gang up on Rocky when we're out of here?
Hi,
When
today
we're
I'm
alive?
doing good.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna revive
You
you
two
now.
should do that.
Don't harm me. What I did
I
was
can't.
for fun.
Wait, no,
just
she's
literally
gonna give
can't.
us Labia's sociopath minus
Oh,
Meek. It's true.
Can I even do this?
I didn't even do anything! I'm so good.
Roger, Roger.
True.
Hello? Guys, what
Roger,
happened?
Roger.
How did everybody fall?
Roger, Roger.
Oh my god, I fell! That was so... can't believe that happened.
I'm dead again.
We can't do that. No. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh god.
No! Get away from me!
I'm dead again. What the fuck?
So fucking funny.
Who
my
killed me?
God.
Who killed me?
No!
Who killed me?
Meek is alive. Where's me?
Hello.
Oh, it says only 2 people are alive. No, don't please. I'm really.
There's a back only 2 people.
Wait, that's like.
Yeah, you knob.
Oh.
Hey guys, I just killed a guy.
Oh, that's really nice.
I'm a murderer.
Who killed me? Who
I
did
don't know.
it? It was you.
They're gonna make a documentary about you
What the fuck?
and your cold-blooded killings.
What the hell? I did nothing. Oh, Meek might be.
That didn't seem right.
No, Meek. No, Meek. Meek, please. Oh, what's gonna happen here? Oh my god.
That's really good.
That was really
Oh my
nice.
god.
Thank you. Oh, fuck.
Wait, where's... Oh, hello. How'd you die?
What happened? I don't know. I was carrying the jackhammer and then I exploded.
Oh, you probably hit yourself with it and then it killed you.
Fuck.
Cause it does damage if you hit yourself with the hammer part.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Where's the card?
Well,
Oh, what the fuck?
me who killed me. Me who killed me. Who was it?
Rocky.
No. I'm dead. Hello, Pego. How's it going? I don't know how they're gonna do this. I'm being bullied.
Hello, let's get well, there's some big items. Maybe we should try get one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I'm
put
being bullied.
the card
What
Like-
the fuck?
over here.
What? Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Your cranium. Let me give you some health meat. I don't want to accidentally hit anybody.
Release me!
Ah, thank you.
I'm in
It's the
there.
least I can do.
I'm in the sin.
Oh,
Oh my god.
card.
Oh my god. Wait, Meek.
Crazy.
Meek is crazy.
Okay, the Kayla's dead, I think. I did wonder why I stopped hitting the jackhammer, so I'm assuming she was carrying it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just get them back. Oops.
Erm. Erm.
Is the Kayla in there?
Yes.
Is Celeste
Erm.
in there? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Good job, us.
Yeah, good job.
Erm. Hello. Hello, what?
Sorry.
You killed me
Yeah, that
twice.
one was
What
on
the
me.
fuck?
No, it was with the money bag when I was putting it in the cart.
What the fuck?
It was
I-
not on purpose.
I did nothing. What the
first
fuck?
one was on purpose, and the second one was not.
I don't know where anything is.
I'm gonna go get my gun.
I don't know where
I don't
anything
trust you with a gun.
is. I can't. No, no, someone else, please.
Oh. What?
There's a flea in there. I don't wanna. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't grab it. Uh. No.
Grab me!
Oh. Ouch.
I'm well.
I think I killed him.
Wow, nice job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and try to get my gun again.
Meek is dead. You should grab Meek. Are you fucking serious, bro? Holy fuck, there's a clown.
There's a monster over there.
Yeah, that's the clown. It's in. Oh my god.
What that?
It's a goblin. It'll like grab a dead head and then it'll wear it.
Meek
And,
is
yeah.
dead.
Yeah, Meek got hit by a flea and then fell into the acid as a sacrifice play to like take the flea
Oh.
with them.
The thing
And-
is, I just gave Meek like 100 HP.
Oh,
Oh.
I am
No.
sorry. I am sorry. What the fuck? It's broken. I have nothing. I'm alone. This is where violence gets you. I'm alone now. What the fuck? Am I actually gonna- Oh no, Kayla's here. But I'm alone right now. I don't even know where to head with. Like, what the fuck? Where is it? Should I just kill myself to end this cycle of violence? We're in- Yeah, exactly. This is where vengeance gets you. Should I kill myself to end this cycle of violence? Is this what has to be done? Should I like... I had... Okay. Dakayla, you might have to... I'll find next extract, just like kind of stay here with it, and then...
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, it's not there. That's a bad thing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I found it. I found it. I'm so good at the game. Oh, there's a thing here. What the fuck? Why is that here? I don't know why that's here. I don't know how we're gonna get that in. I don't know where the indestructible drone is. This is the worst extract? It is. I don't know how we're gonna get this in. I don't know where the indestructible drone is. It's crazy. Oh wait, I can get this. I did not mean to do that, but whatever. I just kind of slid. Oh, there's this thing after me. It's right there. Oh my god. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Go away. I had to do that as a thing. And I had to recover my stamina, but oh my god. Do we have enough? Oh, we barely have enough. I don't know if I like the odds either. We don't really got weapons. I threw the gun away when I killed Anna.
I almost had a fucking heart attack!
Yeah, sorry, there's two things after me. I had to run
No,
away.
you're fine. No,
Oh,
you're
it's
fine.
still
Oh my
there.
God.
Don't go in there. It's still there. I would like.
Okay.
I don't know where I would go actually. I would probably go up here.
Okay.
Oh wait, there's a thing in there. Okay, we still have a lot of shit we can get actually, so it's not over. It's only over if they break things. Okay. I'm gonna put the cart in the extract. I'm gonna try to, and then we can get
Okay, I'll
everything.
come with you with the bot.
There's this thing there, and I don't know where the and I don't know where the indestructible drone is, and because of that, I don't know if it's worth it. Because there's also stairs up here, and so it's crazy. Oh my god, Dagger Fox. Hello, thanks for the boop and the googly eyes. Wait, Sky, do you want to join Repo? Okay.
I'm doing it.
Do you want me to take this?
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll grab the other one. Oh.
Okay.
Oh wait, this is the big thing I couldn't carry before.
Right, not here. Rocket kills you instead. What do you? No, she kills everyone instead, except me.
She's a fucking monster!
Actually, no. I think no. Okay, I'll
When
just
you're
do
done,
that.
will you help me with this?
I don't think we can get this in.
Maybe if we can get it on its side. That's the problem, though. Oh, okay. That's good.
Also,
That's good.
I'm stuttering very bad, so
Oh,
yeah.
maybe this way. Okay. Good. Perfect.
Just be careful because you're gonna have to go backwards, and then we're gonna have to get this up the
Yeah.
stairs.
Okay. I'll just step a little at a time and then grab it.
Tell me when you grabbed it, because I can't see. Okay.
Sorry, I'm grabbing it. Ooh. Okay, I'm letting it go for a second so I can go a little bit further.
Okay.
Okay, I'm grabbing it. Okay. Oh. Okay. This is fine. I'm letting it go for a second, just so I can, like, get it. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm letting go and going backwards again.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. Okay. If I spin it a little bit this way. Yeah. Okay. It's the perfect position to get through the door. Ah!
Am I still in?
Oh wait, it's going through the door. Okay, I'm letting it go for a second and then going up the stairs. Okay.
Wait, just take it. There's an invisible man. Just take it.
Okay, I got it. Oh, I'm in the thingy, yay. Okay.
I don't know if this is in. Okay, I think it's in.
It was in. Okay. I hope so. Okay. Sweet. Teamwork.
I'm just dead. Okay.
Oh.
What the hell happened to you?
Oh, Mary,
Who put that door up there like that? I couldn't run because the fucking door was there.
so fucked up is we spawned with a fucking leech with the one thing you cannot counter.
There was a door.
I fell. Do not harm me.
No, wait. We can talk about this. Oh. I really don't know where he went. Oh. Yippee! Stream it up.
What the fuck? I thought you were doing tricks on it!
Mick didn't deserve that.
What the fuck happened? What happened?
And then you jump back on. It was incredible.
I don't know what happened. I just won.
Is Daggerfox gonna join?
He said no because when he's not there, you bully me instead.
I got hit by a fire hydrant.
You should invite him anyway. Yeah, the first thing I saw, like, you blew up on the inflatable hammer. I was like, okay, I think you're dead. I don't know where the fuck you went. But then I kept hearing your keyboard, so I kept looking where the keyboard was. So I was like, okay, I think you're here actually. And then I saw you, and then you jumped on the extinguisher and exploded.
Yeah.
And then that's, yeah. You should just keep spam inviting him until he joins. I think it would be funny. What can I get for my legs? Ew. I don't like that. Ew, I gotta wait, I need this actually.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got my
forgot
one
even
sock. I'm cool. I got my one sock, bruh. But yeah. I don't fucking know.
I got me a grabber.
What? What? Someone said wait. You know what? I'm gonna invite. Am I even friends with him? I am. I'm gonna keep inviting him until he joins. I think it'll be funny. And then he's gonna get annoyed. You should feel bad. What do you mean? I did nothing. Remember to color it? I don't want to color my sock. It's the perfect color. This is the perfect sock color for burger. Wait, what are we waiting on, Diana?
Sorry, I didn't know if Dagger Fox was joining or not.
Oh, I invited him 3 times and he didn't join, so I don't think he is.
I'll try once and I'll see.
Okay.
1, 2,
3,
3,
4.
4. He thinks we're just gonna kill him, but I actually would be kind to him.
Would you though?
I don't believe that actually.
Well, Kayla,
6, 7.
you can
8.
talk to me when you learn to use a keyboard.
Oh my god, wait, it's you!
I was
Wait, thanks for
hitting
the
E and
bits.
nothing was happening.
Oh my
my
god,
fault.
wait, I didn't know you had a Twitch account. Hello. That's crazy. And thanks for the follow too. Oh my god, thank you so much. Don't kill me! Boy. Wait, that's crazy. You've been like following on TikTok for so long and now you're on Twitch? That's crazy. It's gonna get used
There
to.
you go.
I had to get used to calling you that name now. Oh my god, thanks for the head pat. Yeah, I don't think he's joining.
Yeah.
You should DM him slurs.
Boo.
What about Draco? Draco's a good victim.
Oh, true.
Oh wait,
Act-
Carter's gonna join. That's
Oh,
a
okay,
victim.
yeah, that's another victim too. Actually, we need 2 victims, because then you kill one and
Yeah,
then,
we need
you know,
Draco and Carter.
Yeah.
Because Draco is a justified killing and Carter is bullying. It's good balance.
That's crazy.
We need a plot. We need someone for your audience to root to kill for. So let's give you
Yeah.
Draco. And then we need somebody that we kill and it's like, that's fucked up, but it makes sense. And
Yeah,
that's Carter.
yeah. Real and true, actually.
Where's Daggerfox boy?
Oh wait, I saw someone lurking who I can maybe invite. I will ask them. Hello, Wesky, do you want to join? Repo. I don't know if you like the bullying, but you know.
Nobody to victim.
I mean, he won't mind. I know he won't mind. But yeah. He'll try to fight back as a thing. Unlike the other ones. Where they won't fight
Yeah, so
back.
this is okay. Dude, he's taking so long. I might just start. Not whiskey.
I mean, you people make me sick.
You people is crazy.
I thought your
We're women.
I thought your misogyny arc was over.
We're Team Smegma.
Oh, true, we are Team Smegma.
There, bro. You can't say such things about women. I'm disappointed in you.
Wait, I need to pump Rico.
Team Smegma.
I always forget to like balance Repo audio because like it
For
always
some reason I
resets.
have Meek like quieter than you.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, it's not. I'm telling you up. Meek, say word.
Goomba, wee, 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 wee.
Okay. Close enough. You don't need intelligence or the ability to speak English when you join Team Smegma. Take everyone.
C, D,
True.
E, F, G,
That's our. By the way, that's
J,
our.
K, L, M, N, O, P.
Hi, Tequila. That's our
Hi.
Poke MMO team. Team Smegma. Oh, Wesky said he's gonna join. He has to update though. Yippee!
Okay.
What about Carter? Or do you just not care?
Carter's joining right now.
Okay. Yippee! Hang on. How do I invite you to Repo?
I really want a waffle. I want a waffle and chocolate and strawberries.
Team Smegma? Yeah, that's our Poke MMO team.
Team Smegma, yeah. We have I'm Team Smegma leader. Celeste is Team Smegma co-leader. Meek is Team Smegma first ever grunt.
I can't.
That's really beautiful.
I can't invite Wesky. Wait, Wesky, can you see if you can join me or no? Like, I
They
can't
can send me
invite
their
him.
friend code if they're okay with it.
Oh yeah, Wesky, are you okay with having Anna? You
At
probably
least because they're
are.
appearing offline.
Yeah, they are offline. Oh yeah, Wesky, it says you're last online 44 days ago. Oh, but it's still updating? Okay. That's crazy, by the way, 44 days ago. Insane. Oh my god, Wobble Dogs is on sale. Wait.
Oh, I love Wobble Dogs.
Yeah, I wanted to get it because I watched someone play it, and it looks so funny. And I wanted to get it.
It's so fun.
Apparently Steam says I'm not on Repo, but for me it says I'm on Repo. For you guys it says I'm on Repo too. Do you get this invite?
I got this invite, but it says you're not on Repo.
Let me see.
Shall I remake the lobby? Let me remake the lobby.
Also, I had 200 ping for some reason. What the fuck?
Oh, it just says you're online.
Shall I
Jenny.
start it from a higher level lobby instead of starting from level 1? So it can be a bit more fast paced or no?
Sure.
We don't have
I'm
to,
not
it's up to
picking.
you.
Oh, Alex is very silly.
It's just if you want a more chaotic vibe of the rift.
I mean,
then, you know, we
I
can start
want a more
higher.
chaotic vibe, but I don't know if you know if Meek or like the killer would have
Well,
a
we
good
can
time.
start at like 5. That could be good. Then we have a little bit of
Are you
Are you
stamina.
calling me?
I'm
Yeah.
down for whatever.
No, I
Let's
just
do
say
5, because then we have a bit of stamina and health, right?
yeah.
Okay. Bye!
Bye. But yeah, just tell me when you're done updating so I can join. And yeah, who's this friend? I don't know who this. Oh wait, that's a bot. I don't want to block them. I just want to ignore it. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, just tell me when you are done updating this fucking game, so I can, I don't know, fucking do something, or I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what it's saying. Like 10 minutes. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot. Your internet's kind of bad. Hang on. I'm gonna ask Anna if they have late join on, but I don't think late join will work. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's Carter.
invite me.
Anna, you can
Hello, my little
you can
chungus.
you can start it without Wesky, but you might have to remake the lobby because his update said 10 minutes. So yeah.
Oh lord.
Oh. Not cool.
Yeah.
Where's Michaela? Where's our little bum bee?
Oh wait, does it not reset the volume now? Or did it, is it, oh, there's Kyle.
Dude, what is this guy doing
Well,
in here?
well,
Whoa, what
My-
the fuck?
My
Now you-
least favorite male.
Hello.
Well.
Hello.
I thought that was Draco.
I harassed
Oh,
him.
wow.
What the cat
There's no
dragon?
way you thought that was Jericho.
Ah,
What did I
well, you're
Oh,
both
what
white.
the
You're both
fuck?
white.
Oh, you're here, Draco.
Wait.
What are you
Whoa,
doing
whoa,
about
the
it?
what?
customization. Wait, I'm gonna change colors.
Oh, no,
That's
he's
not
gonna
allowed.
look like a moron.
I look pretty cool.
He's gonna have one yellow leg, one red arm, one blue arm, one pink body, one green eye, one purple eye. Top
Wait, I
half of
can't
head
remember
is
all
green,
that.
bottom
You
half
can
of
change your
head
eye
is
color?
pink,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
purple arm.
Oh, I want to change my eye color. Let me see.
But you're red like the
It's only your eyelids.
I'm
How'd you say your
Burger.
last name?
I'm gonna have this like the slutty purple eyelids.
Got it.
Oh my god.
You're gonna have the what?
You
I'm
heard,
a
you heard her.
burger.
Yeah.
Don't make her repeat herself.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
Don't
what
you see
the
like
fuck?
girls with like the purple eyelids? And it
Hello,
means
Connor. Thank you
they're,
for the raid.
It means being
Oh my
punched in the
God.
eyes.
Wait, how do I?
Yeah.
How do I?
Oh,
I don't-
eyelids.
What the fuck? How do I? I don't know. What the fuck? I don't know how to do anything.
You
Hello,
guys are
thank you
gonna
for the
love my
raid.
outfit.
Hey guys, Rocky Racist here from Team Sniper.
I don't know how to turn
Would it
this
be
vid
too much
off.
to give myself a black eye?
Oh,
Is that
there
too
we go.
much?
There we go.
It's
Who
kinda funny.
hit you? Was it me?
I don't
Okay.
think
Yeah,
so.
it was
Wasn't
you.
Okay.
Why are you hitting my
You
face?
beat me.
Okay. Yep. Thank you for the raid, Connor. Hello. How's it going? Is there? No, you're not gonna need a bot pack. You can just join. It's only shared upgrades. But hello. Thank you for the raid, Connor. How's it going? Hello. My name is Celeste Solaria. I'm a Bat Clown VTuber. I mainly play Nintendo and horror games. But yeah, Connor. How's it going? What were you playing? Should I create the soap peanut? Yeah, it does. But yeah, what were you playing? Were you also playing Repo? I guess you were playing Repo. Sorry, my tracking looks a little bad. I can't use my phone right now. Actually, I might be able to use it now. Why is Elgato Wavelink open? Oh, you did Grounded? Yay, yippee. Okay, I think I could get my phone tracking on now. Maybe. But yeah. Anyway. This will be a very chaotic lobby. All these people are kinda chaotic. But yeah. Anyway. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just rock. Yeah, it is just chaos. Connor, you thought I was bad? If you think I was bad, you do not want to know how my friend Anna is, bro. Holy no, I don't know how to explain it. She's way worse than me. She is way worse than me. This group would stress me out. Yeah. Okay, I think hang on. I think I can get phone tracking on now. Let me turn this off. Yay, my phone tracking works now. Yippee. Okay, it wasn't the fact that it wasn't working before, it was the fact that my phone died and I didn't charge it. And so it died again while I'm trying to stream. So yeah. Anyway, I think we're gonna start in a bit. Hello?
Why it get so quiet?
Hi.
Start
I'm
the
waiting
game.
for Whiskey because you're not making me restart the game after 5 minutes. I can't be bothered.
Okay.
We're
Wesky,
doing
what's
a podcast.
yeah, Wesky,
What are you
what's the game at? We're all waiting on you, buddy. No
You guys are
pressure.
gonna love my outfit.
No, I'm not gonna love your outfit because you're gonna look like.
Yes, you will.
No, no,
You
no,
look
no,
like
no,
Pete.
no,
Yes, you will.
no, 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 no.
P!
If you were a Pokemon, you would be a Mr. Mime and a Sharpedo,
You're a
and they
Mime
would
and a Sharpedo. And I call you Mr.
Mr. Mime
Pito.
and Sharpedo.
Yeah, it's at 3 minutes now.
Oh my god, amazing.
Yeah. Okay, podcast time. Who do you hate the most in this lobby?
Celeste.
Oh, I can't say.
Oh, okay.
really hate anyone.
It's me,
Whoa.
isn't it?
What
I
you were gonna say?
can't
Yeah,
say.
honestly, fair. I did just kind of invite you out of nowhere because this lobby was just made out of nowhere. I kind of just asked an hour before the stream, hey, do you guys want to play Repo? And
And I
Yeah.
agree.
Draco
I'll
Chow.
do anything a woman wants.
Yeah.
Valid.
Sorry, I was
I
just
heard
answering
so.
the question.
Yeah, that's a good
What?
answer.
Don't say Valley
I-
Carter, you are a misogynist.
Okay, and what?
Ooh!
I'm the token misogynist, obviously.
Whoa, whoa,
We
whoa.
already had one
Wait,
of
there's
those.
so many tokens in this lobby.
Hang
Yeah.
on.
What
The
token am
token
I?
misogynist.
Token French, token femboy.
Token.
Oh, true.
token-
Jesus Christ.
Token femboy is Draco.
Token
True.
French.
Token Frenches.
I can be the
Very
token
interesting.
hag.
True. Welcome, Hag.
Kayla, how old are you? Can you DM me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I won't
And
make
then
any
Meek.
noise as a
And then we have
reaction, by
Meek.
the way.
Oh
You should make a
god.
noise as a reaction.
Okay, is that okay, Kayla, before I look?
Okay, let's hear the noise.
Whoa.
Damn!
Oh yeah, and Wesky's the
Dude.
token furry.
That's milking age.
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
True.
Sorry.
I don't know what age it is, but true.
I'm kidding.
So true.
It's mommy age.
Actually true. My girlfriend is my age.
She
I'm getting a
needs
water.
me. She needs me.
What the
It's a
hell?
token furry. What about?
Yeah, Wesky's token
What am
furry.
I? What am a token?
Wait, can
I know
Okay,
what
you
you're gonna
said-
say.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
we were
Token,
both
the token right winger.
no, we were both gonna say something racist. I was gonna say token black woman, and you're gonna say token.
No, that's what
racist.
Dagger Fox is.
Black woman. What the hell?
Oh, black woman.
I
That's me, the token
I didn't
black
know.
woman,
I
guys.
didn't know he was a woman. I think he
You're
was black, not a
beautiful.
woman.
You're the token.
What the
You're
fuck?
the token, nice, handsome man. I would never bring up your color of your color of your skin.
Kim.
I'm scared. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is it okay to be sensitive empath or no? I don't know these days.
Not anymore.
I
The
don't
woke
know these
left.
days.
The woke left kind
I
of
feel
canceled
like women
empaths.
hold nice guys like me down. Guys with empathy like me, they
Hello.
hold me
Hello,
down.
Wesky.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, you can start now.
8 of us now. Hold on.
yeah. And
Hold
then
on.
Yeah, more people for you to kill.
Fuck, Kayla.
and then
I'll never forgive. I'll never forget.
when we
Caleb,
get the
withhold-
walkie-talkie,
Withhold your emotions.
The killer didn't mean it. The killer didn't mean it.
when we get the
No, don't
walkie-talkie,
keep
like,
defending
oh
the
my
Kayla. These women need to learn when they speak out of line.
What?
Hold on, I'm putting the black eye back on. Hold on.
Wait, and if the walkie-talkie is there, can we buy it immediately? Like even if we don't
There you
have
go.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roger, over.
Roger, over.
I really
Oh,
hope this
wait.
lobby works first try.
All right, gamers, who do you want to kill first?
You.
Don't
Fine,
answer the
what
question.
the hell?
Maybe we could kill
Whoa.
a monster first.
No, not like this.
Who died already?
Who's that?
I don't
I
know.
get?
Me.
I don't know who this is.
Who won? Who won the lottery?
They're brown.
Well, you can't say that.
That's not okay.
I
You're
think
racist, Kayla.
Ouch. Ouch.
Oh god. You're killing everybody.
Oh, you're a dog.
Oh no!
Did you throw her off?
She boosted off. Oh, I think she. Who even died first?
I've seen it.
I seen it as well. Oh, Kayla. Her head went fucking.
No.
flying.
Whoa!
No, I did nothing, please. I'm healing you. I didn't mean to heal you, please. I did.
Okay, you can live.
Yay. I'm the streamer, please. You can't kill me, please.
You threw the kill off with zero mercy.
I'm the streamer. I should be able to kill, right?
Fuck you, I know what you're trying to do. Motherfucker.
I'm the streamer. I should like be allowed. I think I should get a pass.
Oh,
found
the
a
monster.
Oh no! I have a thingy. I have a thingy.
What is this thing?
I have a
I have a
thing.
thingy.
What is-
Why do you look like that? You look like a pervert.
No, I don't. I look beautiful. Don't tell me that.
You look like a pervert.
He looked like a Mr. Pedo. I've
Agreed.
never seen a Mr. Pedo, but if I like
I
you
clearly
know
have, because look at the state of him.
if I were to describe one, it would be that.
You're a Pokemon, you be a shark pedo, and a Mr. Mime. And they call you Mr. Pedo.
Who's gonna die first? Who's brown? Is it Skyo?
Who's brown? Is it Daggerfoot?
I'm pretty sure it is Skyo.
You're racist! You're fucking racist!
No, you're racist, Kayla. You said it first. If I'm both racist, it's you, not me and Nanalan. Oh wait, you're just a burger now.
Yeah, I just wait. I'll become Netherland
Oh.
again. I'll become Netherland. Oh no, we can't speak. What the fuck? What the hell is this?
Oh.
Get away from me, please. Thank you.
Oh, I'm trying. Oh.
My gun fell in the hole.
What the hell?
Why are you letting it jack on the floor when I could help?
Can you help? Oh.
Pirate, Coachella.
You can't-
said you could help!
You can't put it in unless you want to put it in.
Put it in.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's revive these chuds.
I
No one has ever
honestly,
said that to you.
I honestly want to know who died. I honestly really want to know who
It's
it is.
definitely gotta be Sky.
I think it is Skyle.
Who do you think is brown besides me, huh?
Why are you colored this way? You color yourself like your design.
Oh, you're your design.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed.
Oh
Yep, I
wait.
saw you have one red. Oh!
A burger.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Wait, you're a
shit.
freak. You're a freak.
Get him! He fell
You're a
over.
freak. You're a freak. You're a freak.
Oh,
Get him. Get
pick him
him.
up! Pick him up!
Get him. Get him. Put him in. Put him in. Put him
Get
in.
him! Get him! Get him!
Yes.
Get him!
Yes.
Oh yeah!
Nice.
Nice.
That's crazy what you guys just did to that guy. He's blind, by the way.
Sorry, I'm ableist.
That's what he gets.
And you're all
They
laughing
don't
like
let him
it's
blind
funny.
man.
I'm ableist.
Deserved for being blind.
You're all laughing like it's some kind of joke.
Oh, yo, you
Haven't
fucking.
you
Oh,
seen
You're
that,
so disgusting!
What was that movie with the blind guy?
Oh my God, that was.
I want to
me.
kill him. Please. I want to kill
Ryan,
him.
Narrows it
let
down.
go! Let go!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let go!
I'm sorry.
Let
I'm
go.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. I was laughing too.
Oh my god! Where the fuck did they come from?
Everybody just fucking died.
So much head, this is my dream.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, it's gonna touch me.
What?
No, don't! What's this?
Wait, where's Muskie? Oh, Muskie's just on his own. Oh, and Meek is on their own. Oh, hello.
You get what you fucking
He's gonna kill
deserve.
me
Shut
now.
the Kayla!
Yeah, bastard.
I look
You're
like
not
Ned.
using the keyboard,
Bro,
I don't care what you say!
look at my head. Look at my head. I look like Netherland.
You
Okay,
like that
I don't
alarm.
have to.
I told
Muskie,
you!
Muskie and Meek are just on their own adventure.
I look at Meek and Meek's just on top of a set of boxes.
Oh wait, I think Muskie found their way to us, which is bad actually.
The bird. I'll smelt it
hope
up.
Meek survived.
Fuck.
I hope Meek
I
survives.
can't run anymore.
Oh.
Get Guys, I can't handle this pressure. I can't
And there's a-
handle it.
What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you, actually? What's
Sorry,
wrong with you?
I couldn't handle this pressure.
Bro. At least we
I thought
died
I was by
honorably.
myself.
At least you died honorably. You just killed yourself.
Yeah. I committed. In game.
The
Yeah,
monster's
in-game.
about to kill both of them.
It'd be like that sometime.
Wait, Draco, how did you
The
die?
I
monster.
really do.
Oh, did you die to the?
The monster killed both of them now.
Oh,
I see.
oh, oh. How long before Slur is draft? I think it's already been draft.
A slur? No, no one said one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That before
That's
the
good,
game
no.
room.
I would pay
You
attention.
did.
Meek right now.
I need someone else to do it first so I can say, yeah, but they said it, so I thought it was okay that I said it.
Well, Twitch lets you say it because you know. I mean, unless you're
I'll,
not talking
I'll
about
say
that.
it because it's
I
I'll
don't
say
know.
educationally.
Okay. Mika, I
I'll
know.
teach you to
Mika,
all
I
the
know.
slurs.
Big guy kiting.
Me, get away!
Mika, I
watching?
know.
Wait, Meek's gonna kill him.
Oh, oh,
Mika,
oh!
you got
Oh,
this.
Mika,
Mika,
oh my god.
Oh!
Holy shit.
Dude, they
Holy
can't.
shit.
They can't walk in the holes. It doesn't work.
I don't think Mika knows this. Oh wait, yeah, Wesky doesn't really play this game, by the way, so
You
Wesky
tried to
might.
track him in the hole.
Wesky might.
Next to you.
Yeah, the road. We're good. We're fine.
No,
Meek!
they
Meek,
can
please.
use the big jar of spiders, dude. Okay, they don't know it's not gonna work.
Meek, please.
You don't have enough strength. They need to use teamwork. Oh,
Please.
Are we going back in the Deku voice?
this is my normal voice.
You make me sick.
Yeah.
Deku if he was real.
We should kill him every single round.
Go on the extractor.
I'm basically Deku IRL. Not really.
Alright,
Shut up.
I love that for you.
Did I just do it?
Meek, just do it. Just do it, Meek. Just do it. Please, just do it. Yay. Yay.
Amazing.
Will I be coming back?
I think you're there.
No,
Yeah, I think you're
I think
there,
you fell
right?
off.
No, you're there.
You
Look,
fell
you're in
off,
the hole.
Draco. Actually, no, you've never been
Hey!
on.
Whoa.
You've never been on.
Hey! Don't worry, my come up is coming.
I'm alive.
Uh-oh.
We gotta go save
I'm
Meek!
coming.
I don't want to die
Didn't
again.
we have a
Oh, no, no, no.
bug? Oh my god, you're trying to hit me! No!
I knew it.
Do it for me!
I knew hiding behind you was like the worst choice, bro.
Whoops.
You
Guys, who's
freaking
headed
died.
that?
Yeah, because she tried to kill
Okay,
you
we'll
and she
not.
killed me too.
So we need a bigger
Wait,
hole.
what do you mean kill me? I never got
We
revived.
all just grab it.
Okay,
Oh
grab
no.
it, grab it, come on.
Oh.
I may be a little
We
stupid.
can do it. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
It went
You
in
get
the hole,
what you
though. It got
fucking
in there.
deserve.
It went in there.
You get what you
Yeah.
fucking deserve.
Only two
It's
times.
dead. It's dead.
You died a hero.
You can't talk to me like that just because your boobs are big and you're a clown.
No, you fucking hit me with the money bag again. You tried to hit someone else and you hit me.
I tried to hit Draco, but you were behind him. I didn't know.
I hid behind you because I thought it was safe. It wasn't safe.
For a couple of shots, we're doing pretty good.
You know, this is chaotic. I'm glad we started here. I don't think we're gonna finish this.
No, me neither.
We lost 2 rounds already. That's crazy.
It happens.
Oh boy. I've got to take it
We're only
slow.
on round 6 and there's like 20 of us, so I don't know how it's
Okay.
so difficult.
I'm never fucking. It's because we keep killing each other.
No, I wouldn't do that. I haven't done that.
I never spectating
It's not
Draco.
really funny when you kill people in this game because you have to. It's not funny. That's all.
I'm never spectating Draco again. I spectated him. I spectated him, and he just said, "Oh my god, I gotta take it slow." When the Deku voice,
Oh,
and
the
I never,
potion!
I never doing it again.
Imagine if I used this auto Choco. It would
Yes.
work because we already love you.
Yeah, bro, I'm
disgust
leaving.
me.
I'm leaving.
And then this is why I tried to murder him.
Yeah, he deserves it. Like we really just suck at it. A lot of people do. A lot of people in this lobby do.
You scared me.
Cough, Dagger Fox, BT.
What the hell?
Yo.
Hello,
What did I
Dagger
do
Fox,
to deserve
BT.
this?
Hello,
Uh,
Dagger Fox.
Hello,
The letter
Dagger
switched
Fox.
around.
Hello,
Do we have
Dagger
all
Fox,
the
BT. How are you doing,
think
Dagger
so.
Fox, BT? How are you on this fine day, Dagger Fox, BT?
How are you doing, Dagger Fox?
I'm cold and tired.
How was Windmaker?
Oh my god, don't get me started.
Oh, was it that bad? Wait, what part are you in? Are you in the part where you have to find the Triforce and you have to just sail around and find the Triforce?
Should we get more money?
Yeah, I'm there, but that's not the worst part. The
Yeah.
thing is, yesterday I did the
Oh, we'll
Earth
make them
Temple,
wait.
Yeah.
and then I forgot to
They're
save.
gonna be waiting.
So I had to redo the Earth Temple.
Yeah, they'll
today.
live. I
Okay.
watched
To do the
JK.
water temple. It was really, really jarring.
The water temples in all Zelda games are usually very bad. I had to do the water temple in Majora's Mask today, and that's I was like, do I play Repo instead?
Really?
And so
I
yeah.
don't love you back though.
Ah! Damn.
Sorry, I just don't connect with people that quickly.
I hate him so much.
More
I want
money.
you to kill him. I want you to kill him.
I'm fucking
Who,
stuck
Draco?
somewhere. I'm not gonna get revived
Yeah.
again.
Where are you? Oh yeah, you killed yourself. Yeah, this is what you get for killing
That's
yourself,
what you
nerd.
fucking
No
get.
money.
This is what you get for killing yourself, nerd.
Huh?
This is a message to all of
Yeah.
you. Don't kill
What?
yourself or else this
I didn't
happens.
say
You don't
anything.
get
Yeah,
revived.
Oh,
never
okay.
kill yourself because you'll be dead in Repo. For 3
Yeah.
rounds.
Is there anything
And
else
then
you
you
can
won't
get?
get revived.
I don't see any little.
Kill
blood-
other people because they'll be dead in
I
Repo
swear
for
there
3
is some over
rounds.
here.
True.
If you kill other people, you can win the battle royale.
Kind of want to do it now just because he's no, don't do it. Hello, Mikai. What did you ask me, Mikai? What did you say? Why are you staring at
I'm
me like this?
counting. I'm
What?
counting how many heads there are.
There's not a lot. I think there's 1, 2,
Yeah, there's
3. Yeah,
3
there's
of you.
there's
I don't
4
know.
dead. You have to find Skyo. Go find
Oh
Skyo, my child. Oh wait, someone new just died. What the hell? You made my
Just
you
don't
made me
look that
like
way.
spread misinformation. What the hell?
You made me spread misinformation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told me there's
Headmaster.
4 people dead, and then someone new just died. I'm
It's up
like,
there.
what the
It's- it's-
fuck?
Damn,
Big fat
he's the
thing.
master of what?
And that's why you
I don't
don't
like
use
that.
your
Masturbator.
entire bar.
Oh, oh.
What the hell?
Edo.
Why would you make me do this?
No!
It was totally perfect.
Oh!
Wow.
No!
You deserve that.
I almost got the cube.
Aw.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
Oh,
It's
Is
just
that like
me.
you
Just
look
me
at
die.
it and it kills you?
Yeah, it's an Enderman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn.
Oh wait, someone tell
You
Meek they're
should
the
only
last
respond
one.
with, oh,
Yeah, someone tell Meek they're the last one.
oh.
I think she knows.
Yeah. I know.
I know.
poor me.
I know.
Poor
I know.
me.
Hello? Where are you going, buddy? What are you doing?
Oh, I
I love how she
Oh.
says she dies a bunch so she doesn't get killed, but she keeps being the last one alive.
We're all gonna have 1 HP. 1 HP gaming.
I hope.
Yeah, hard move.
It's-
We just
guys,
won't get
guys,
hit.
guys, truce,
We're
truce, truce,
gamers.
truce, 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 truce.
Kind of like we're all bonded, you know?
Yeah,
Guys,
stop
truce,
candy
truce, 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 truce.
Truce.
It's like a bonding moment. We're all
Truce.
1 HP.
Truce.
Okay, not for
Truce.
Draco.
Truce.
Not for Draco. Yeah,
Wait,
not for.
truce.
Tell
Truce,
them.
truce,
Truce.
truce
I wasn't
everybody
sure if
except
I needed
Draco.
one. I just
Yeah,
got here.
yeah. Truce for everyone except Draco.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Is this it?
Help me, I'm flying.
Who jumped out?
Who's cooking dinner? Well, what kind of dinner? Release me! Release me! Release me!
There we go.
Hello.
I'm gonna get out.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
get out
God.
before she does anything.
Save-
I'm getting out. I'm getting out. Hello, Huntsman. I can't speak anymore. Beef and broccoli. Whoa. Okay, I can't speak anymore. I think someone died. Did we do this one? No, we didn't. Who's dead? Who's dead? Who's dead? I know someone's here who's dead!
I don't know.
Oh, it's you. I didn't know who was here.
Nice.
Hello. Don't hit me with that. Just go.
I mean, we're both on death's door right now.
Yeah. Hung for someone could be a clear manslaughter. We don't buy the vehicles usually, but someone might force us to, so who knows?
Oh, and also the person you thought that got shot by the hunter, that was me.
I was like, I think
I had
someone's
no clue he was
dead.
there. I just sprinted through.
I heard him. I was like, and then I heard him like shoot someone immediately. I was like, and then I said, I think someone's dead.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way for the extract, huh? I'm just kind of walking.
I mean, there's this thing here. Okay, I'll keep this guy distracted. You just go. Thanks for the boob.
Yippee!
Bro, you cannot make that.
That's part of the fun.
Yeah, you can't make that. Okay. I'm gonna have to, like, launch myself to get up there, but then I could probably just kill, like, accidentally kill myself.
I can try to get up there.
You might accidentally kill yourself, and I don't know who else is alive. Actually, wait, press Q.
Where am I going?
Do you want me to throw you there?
That door?
Yeah, that door. Do you want me to throw you there?
Hang on. No, set me down.
Wait, stop talking. The huntsman is over there. Wesky, stop! Yeah, do you want me to throw you up there?
I have faith in myself.
I don't think you can make it. Like, I still think you can't. Oh my god, wait.
Still?
Yeah, you're good.
Still?
Okay. Yeah, just go there, just go there, please. I wanna get out. I wanna get help.
Let me know when you got it.
Okay, I got it.
Alright, I'm letting go.
This is barely enough. I think we're the only
Barely
ones
enough
alive.
Is enough. Really? There's no way, right? There's no.
No one else is coming over
Oh,
here.
hey, Meek. Hi, Meek.
There's Meek. Okay.
Celeste was literally just saying, I think we're the only ones alive.
Oh wait, okay. I didn't know we were putting it in. Put it in, yeah. Oh, it's right here. Home. mine, bitch. That's mine. That was so easy. I'm just gonna start it. They're all on 1 health anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. They better hurry up.
I made it!
Why'd
I
you
don't know
do
about
this?
everyone
Why did you do this?
That wasn't me! I just got here! That was Celeste.
No, it wasn't me.
Evil. Evil.
Nah,
You're the
it
only
wa-
one
You're
here!
evil. You're
No, but it
evil.
wasn't
You're
me.
evil. I touched the
Wow! Why'd you do that? Choo-choo!
Well, what an easy round of Repo. I sure hope the next round is as easy.
Man, I was really good at that.
Or easier.
That could've
Wow,
gone
we
Whoa,
repo. We just
So
repo.
different. Wait, what's this?
Whoa!
We didn't
They
even
Heyo.
changed the
kill
shot.
No,
They
we have no.
fuckload. God damn!
Can you still go on the ceiling?
What is this?
Sorry.
Whoa!
Is it a fucking motorcycle? Is it a fucking moped? Wait.
Do
We
the
should kill this
Akira.
guy.
Oh no.
No, why'd you do that?
What is that? What is this shit?
Why did they keep hitting me? I'm a girl.
Maybe you deserved it.
Don't step on that.
Oh.
Yeah, don't get close.
Definitely
No,
should,
what the
definitely
fuck?
should not get close to this.
How you doing?
How do I get
Definitely
in?
don't
That
get
right
close
there?
to that.
That? To that right
I
there?
think you just
Yeah,
leave
definitely
this
don't.
whole
Going to
place.
sweet
All my friends
there.
die in front of me.
Get off of me! Let go!
You let go.
You let go!
Let go. I'll let go.
Look who got caught! I think this is what they call car. Oh, no!
That's what you're not gonna know. Ah, yeah, you did the thing. Nice. What? I didn't do anything.
No, I tried to turn it off. I tried to turn it off. No.
Oh. Ha 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 ha.
I don't want to put this guy.
Did they actually remove the ceiling thing?
It depends
It
on.
spawns differently now.
Yeah, it's random now.
It can be a secret room. So in this one, it's up here.
How do you get the
I
ski
don't know how
card?
you get in there.
Oh, what? How did you guys get here?
You need a bomb.
Go into the truck.
Get away from me now.
Like,
I did nothing. Oh wait,
got
you mean
someone's
this
head.
guy?
Yeah, the Draco's head, as you should.
That is not my
No,
head.
that's the
Draco's head.
Kayla.
Oh,
This is the Kayla.
Dude, I'm used to Draco being red.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to-
Now
I've got you
blue.
now. I've got you now.
You're disgusting, that's what you are.
I've got you
No, I'm
now.
not. I'm pretty
I was just trying to throw it
Sequoia.
into
Awesome
the truck.
sauce.
I didn't mean to hit you. I'm so sorry.
They're teaming up. They're teaming up.
Who could she be referring to? Scratches my head.
That's.
Just scratch your fucking head.
I need
Hold
help.
on. Yeah, there we go. I'm mad.
Don't take that. No, don't take that. You don't take that. Anna, you take this.
Where's my pulse pistol?
What the hell?
Where's my pulse
Sorry.
pistol?
Look, there's
Where's
this
my
one. Take
pulse
this one. I
pistol?
eat it.
Where's my pulse pistol?
Take this one.
Where's my pulse pistol? Where's my pulse pistol? Where's my pulse
I don't
pistol?
know.
Where's
This one.
my
Are you
pulse
not gonna
pistol?
use it?
I don't
Where's
know.
my pulse pistol? Where's my pulse pistol? Where's my pulse pistol?
I don't know where it is.
Wait. Can you take the health? Not the health. The walkie-talkie.
There's one health pack left.
I need health. I'm at 1 HP.
Oh. What the hell? What the hell? I don't know what happened. What the hell? I'm at 1 hour. Why are you at 1 hour? Oh, game crash? Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why it crashed, but that makes sense. Do you want me to host? Actually, no, I don't think I can host. I think my PC will actually explode. But yeah. Can it handle the chud? I mean, it's true, actually. Let's go gambling. Okay, Wesky just joined me. Again, I guess.
Why can't you use the keyboard, but you can join Repo in 0.1 seconds?
I don't know.
Look. I hit E. It wouldn't let me pick it up. I know how to use a keyboard.
Who are we missing?
Meek and Draco. Meet and Drake. Did not like us, Drake.
I think we closed the game.
Oh, I think Meek probably thought we were done. Or Meek is overstimulated. I don't know. Oh, there's Meek.
Hi, Meek.
Draco can't join, it says.
What the Sigma? What the Sigma?
He's saying authentication failed.
What the Sigma? I never had that error. He probably needs to restart the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Draco, I don't know if you're here, but fucking restart that shit, bruh.
Hi, Draco.
Oh, okay. I just need to restart.
Yeah,
Hey,
see?
you make that my problem.
I let you know. I was like, oh. I'm scared.
Taking my pistol.
It's okay. I'll hold your hand.
No, don't.
Where's the last health pack? There should have been one health pack.
Anna, take this.
Which Deku are you? Which Deku are you? Like Perk Deku or Burger King Deku?
Burger King Deku is not canon.
Hello, does this work, Roger? Over.
I have to leave these chuds.
Oh,
One's
hello.
dead.
Does this?
Yes, it is.
What? Oh, what
He
the
works
fuck?
at Burger
Any
King.
more health
Your Subway.
packs? Damn.
No.
We are poor.
Oh, that was Draco. Draco fucking. Oh wait, that's not Drake. Wait, who's the other light blue?
Whatever the fuck.
Oh, it's Wesky. Wesky is dead. Wesky, what the fuck?
Already?
That was fast.
Wesky, what? Wait, who else is
Goddamn.
dead? Oh, is that Skyle?
That's usually what Dagger Fox does.
I mean, he did do it. Look.
Your grandmother.
Yep, just like
What
me.
the fuck, Dakayla? After we just talked about your mom, and you know how it feels.
I can't
Yeah.
see anything. Wait, oh, it is the other way. Okay.
Do you need help?
I can't pick up everything.
Watch out. Oh shit.
Mind your. Here, let me come this way. There we go.
Yeah, what the fuck happened, bruh? Oh, there's a guy.
Oh, it's a tricycle.
Don't
That
pick
one.
it up. Don't go away from it. Go
I
away
don't.
from it. Go away from it.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
No, don't come close to me. Well, Dakayla's dead now. Yeah, Dakayla died to bicycle. There's a bicycle and Dakayla died to it over there. It's in that room. Yeah. Wait, hang on. I gotta give you the news.
What the fuck is, what is that?
Roger,
Hello?
Dakayla, like, died to the tricycle, and Skyle also fell off. Roger, over.
Roger, over Roger.
Yeah, over Roger. Did you get that?
What the fuck? Yeah, I got it. Please no.
I couldn't left click him for
Getting
some
it.
reason. Hello, I think you tried to like kill someone.
Hello, I'm charging my pistol. Roger,
Oh.
over.
Oh, okay, okay, Roger, over. I see. I see. Oh. Pick that up on the other side. Never mind,
Oh,
get
okay.
out.
Oh.
Yeah, bicycle's here. I can't do anything for a bit. I'm sorry. I think this happened last time too. There is that bicycle and it was annoying.
Oh, I wish we had a gun.
I'll try to get Anna to kill it.
In the world.
Someone's calling you.
Stopped everything I'm doing.
That's respond immediately. Hello?
Oh, hello. There's a bicycle. We need you to kill it. Look over there behind. Yep. Yeah. Please kill it. Yeah, thank you.
On my way. Where did it go?
I think it's over here. I'll go other side.
Okay.
You might have to come closer and... Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I don't know where I'm
Oh
going.
my god.
Oh, we're just going this way.
No, Gary. Gary to look at.
We can't get it in. It's too sick. Okay, there we go.
Men.
Just gotta maneuver it.
You have to come closer to... Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to turn something, you have to like be close to it.
Okay, I'm close to. No!
No, wait,
Oh my God.
please.
You're actual psychopath! Oh my god. Wait, there's an item up here.
Help.
Help.
Shouldn't you say the magic word?
Help now.
No! It's bleeding! It's bleeding! No! Please, I apologize, I have so much health, let me give me my help, let me give me my help! No, let me give me my help!
Okay, give me.
I can't, you have to turn around!
Oh, wait. Okay, I have to put that in. I have to put the statue in.
Wait.
But, yeah, try to stand it up. Okay.
Oh. Hold on. Wait, that's...
I think that broke. I don't know.
I just milked Draco.
Music to my ears. Wait, he's still alive? Did he fucking fall again, dude?
You didn't kill Draco.
No way.
You didn't kill Draco. You killed Muskie.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. 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 I think I have to answer that.
I got him in there yet.
Hey, so like, what just happened?
Anna thought you were...
I think Rocky shot you to death.
Anna thought you were Draco and then killed you because of it. You might have to change your skin color, buddy. I'm being for real.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy to say.
Hello. Someone's been ignoring my calls and like I don't know why. You can't just... Also, the person you killed wasn't Draco, it was Wesky. Hello. Are you muted? I think you were muted. Uh-oh.
Whoa. I have no health, by the way.
Well... Oh my god, another loot crate. Hell yeah. Okay, I think extract over here too. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, we already found one? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I was kind of just going, you know? But, whatever. If there's a loot crate here, at least I can get it, you know? Unless there's a monster. In which case, I won't get it. Hello? Wait, Anna?
Oh, I found a purple one.
Well, okay, the person you killed wasn't Draco, it was Wesky.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, I told Wesky you might have to change your skin color.
They have the same skin color, yeah. I have to say.
Hang on, hang on.
Wait, hold on, I'm closing my door.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, hello?
Did they change their skin color now?
I don't know. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, yeah, I think you killed, like, Wesky or something, Roger, over...
Oh, Roger, over the... Ray changed
There's a guy... There's a head right there. Oh my god. Well, it landed perfectly
he put
in.
himself in. He's
That's
so
crazy.
well behaved. What a good boy. Oh my god. That's really nice of him to just give us $7,000 like that. Wow.
I think Wesky didn't even know what happened. I think on his end he just thought he exploded and then just like bumped the hole. There's a clown, there's a clown, there's a clown, there's a clown. I think was that a clown? It went in that. Oh yeah, it is. Oh my god.
You know what happened?
What?
I thought it was...
I couldn't grab you for some reason.
Wait, no. Okay. I thought I was gonna pulse blast him, but it's fine. Anyway, you know what happened?
Animal.
I milked Draco. Oh, bro. I milked Draco for 200 HP. I got 200 HP out of Draco.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought I would shoot him off. He gave me all his HP. Although it was funny. And then now you said it was not even Draco.
Yeah, it was Wesky.
I broke.
I'm sorry, Wesky.
No.
You had to change your skin color. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Wesky, if you want to live, you can't be that skin color. I'm sorry. I'm gonna die to this guy. Actually, no, I can kill him. I'll kill him for all of you. Mainly because I get my health back by doing it. Bro's not there. Why are you sorry? I don't know. I just am. You know. Like some things like it's not their fault. Like the color of their skin, and then they get hate crime for it. And then I'm just like, you know, I feel bad because it's not their fault. Because they can't change the color of the skin. They were born with it, you know? But like they still got hate crime because of it.
What are we talking about?
You killing Wesky because of the color of his skin.
That is true, I did do that. I did profile Wesky. Where's the card?
I don't know, I don't have it. Oh wait, I see it. Whose head is this?
Wait. I changed my skin.
Yay! Okay.
No.
Wesky changes skin.
Uh-oh.
Wesky changes skin color.
Kayla fell.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that she fell.
Yeah, she fell. Many such cases. Wait, it looks like there's a... Wait, don't put it in yet. I'm gonna go to where that big item is.
Okay.
Wait, I have some items.
Don't put it in.
Why not?
Big item coming.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not big, it's just a doll.
Okay.
It's an emotional woman. Many such cases, many such cases.
I can't believe we hate crying
Excuse me.
rescue, like, actually.
Oh.
I can.
Oh. Wait, the bike.
Can we grab it when it's like tumbling like that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you can grab it.
I can fully believe it. I didn't even do it. I wasn't even part of it. It just happened, you know? Not even my fault.
Grab it. Twist it.
Who's even yelling that? Uh-oh.
Should get the cart.
I don't know where it is. I just kinda left it. There's a music box there. Oh, hello, I have a monkey.
Let me show you a little something about talent and why it can't be brought.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, hey, yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, you broke it. Yeah, yeah. There's a bicycle there. Oh, it broke. Where are they even going after? Oh, the door? That's crazy. What is this? Yeah, it was a display. That's crazy. I never seen him like try to fuck the door before, but I just kind of saw it.
What? What are you saying?
No, Meek!
Oh, well.
Meek!
No, Meek! Meek, guy! No!
Oh, you have to leave. There's a bicycle.
The Meek guy!
Meek. No.
I'm so big.
Oh my god. I can't do anything right now. I'm just kind of stuck in a corner. And I don't like that. I know I'm also a clown, but please, like, leave me alone. I don't want to get fucked by another clown, you know? I mean, maybe. That sounds kind of hot, but whatever. Fuck you. I'm going over here. What the fuck? Release. Ouch. Yeah, bitch. Try to get me now. Okay. Why is Joe Biden coming back? That was straight up a jump scare. Why is Joe Biden coming back? What the hell? Go away. YouTube bicycle, go away. I don't like it when kids try to touch me. Thank you. Oh, we still haven't done that one yet.
They're pretty romantic.
Hello, there's like a head, there's like a clown, there's a bicycle. I don't know what else there is, but like it's pretty much everything.
One of them pretended to be dead, and then the other drank poison.
Who's this?
So, like...
Okay. Gassy-chan! It's Gassy-chan!
Gassy-chan?
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, let's get the other stuff here first.
I think we should kill you. In game.
No! Oh.
No way! $600! This is surely going to help us with our profit.
Wow. I could buy a Pokemon card with that.
Too. And that's 1,200. What? Huh?
Someone just died. I don't know why they randomly exploded.
Yeah,
Many
he just
such
like
cases.
he just like fell or something. I don't know.
Damn, bro.
Corrupted people. You guys make me sick. The way
600 is a
you allow
lot.
capitalism to affect you.
Nice try! Oh my god.
What happened?
Nothing.
Hey, Draco, did you maybe, did you,
No.
did you,
You dropped something.
Hit the head.
Oh, wait, how did you die? What the hecky? Oh man, we need to revive you. So many people died. Oh man. Didn't you have a lot of health? How'd you get all that health?
Can I not destroy you? No. Okay.
Oh
Oh wait, I can.
wait, that was a good throw.
No, I don't believe the Gen Z dogs. I condone any evil that befalls Draco. Real.
Oh. Look, they're gonna come back! They're gonna come back!
yay, we're coming back!
I should probably start running.
Yippee! Not you. Yippee!
That's so
That's very
funny.
What happened?
I think
He wants to push
Draco
me
might
around
have
like a
hit
chud.
me on accident while I was at 1 health.
Oh.
Oh
That's
yeah, we are
crazy.
at 1 health.
Did the same thing happen to you? I saw you.
I don't
explode.
know. I just exploded. I don't know who did it, and they better hope that I don't find
Celeste
out.
hit you in the back of the head with the item.
Hello, me.
I go.
Okay. Okay.
Hello, Kayla.
Hi.
This is very menacing right here.
You murderer.
Hello, pedophile.
Hello. Hello.
That's not my name. My name is
Hello?
Gassy Grandpa.
You look like a pedo.
Wait, listen to
That's the
me on
thing
the
in the thing.
walkie-talkie, please.
Holy shit! You got.
Oh my god, me
holy
so
Skyle,
shit,
stop
your
talking.
shoes are so cool.
Sky, stop talking. Listen to me on the walkie-talkie.
They sound like an ant.
Why I could hear you.
Where's the other thing? I saw it. I like ran into it. I don't know where it is. Oh wait, they got it.
And
we
the
kill-
items in the whole world.
No. Did we kill Draco yet or no?
Be careful.
I
Is
don't
it-
know. Try to call it angry. What is its problem?
Who's it after? Oh. Why is it after me? What the fuck? Wait, help me, Meek. Grab me, Meek. No, you went too close. Oh my god.
Wait, the cat!
Wait, Meek.
I've got you! Don't hit me, you motherfucker!
Wait,
I
yeah.
saved your life!
Oh my god. I fucking hate this bicycle. You actually just had to stop doing whatever the fuck you're doing to just like avoid it. It's so fucking annoying.
Hello.
Hello, I'm talking about this bicycle, not you. Don't worry.
I didn't think you were talking about me.
Oh. Oh my fucking god.
I'm gonna get you.
I will try to save you, but there's a lot of lag, so I don't know if I'll be able to take you home, you know. So, you know, it's like, it's not really my fault if I don't take you home. This guy can't hear me. That guy can. Oh my god, I forgot there's a hole. I think I'm dead. I definitely am.
Aww.
I tried to save you, Skyo. I tried to like take you in.
I think I just witnessed a murder. God damn.
Oh, I almost made it out! Oh my god, I got jump scared.
I tried to run for it. The laser got me.
Hello, I'm here. I'm under this table, next to the thing.
I'll be so real. I didn't even realize there was a head on the map.
This is fucked up.
I think you just had to leave. Oh wait, she wants to get me. Whoa, I'm so loved. I'm so loved. Goodbye.
Oh no, Meek might be dead.
I'm so loved. Okay, you have to start it. Everyone else is dead.
Fuck's sake. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I almost made it out alive!
No, you didn't.
Almost is only good
Yeah,
enough
you did.
horseshoes and hand grenades.
How do you think I died? How do you think I
Hell
died?
I
yeah.
don't know how you died.
I had a science teacher that used to say that shit.
It is a mystery. Say a mystery.
I wish we still had a pulse gun.
We
What
did.
are taxes to the shop
Tokens?
machine?
What the fuck is a tax token?
Come over here.
Taxation is
Yeah,
theft,
come over
is all
here,
I know.
and
No
then look,
taxation
you
without
get
representation.
you get cosmetic. Whoa.
Only
Oh,
on your right
cosmetic?
Cosmetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
wait,
have
let,
it.
let me,
We all gotta take our
let me do
turn.
it again. Yeah, I'm doing it again. Sorry,
We're
I
all
have
doing
2
our turn.
coins. Wait, what the fuck? I got
Yeah.
headphones. Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Hello.
Okay, now it's your guys' turn.
Okay, that's just not nice. Is it?
Whoa!
A new hat? Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, I got a little
Is that
spring.
Like a twig?
It's
Like
like a
a little
wire. It's like a wire in my head sticking out.
Oh my god.
You got like a peg leg.
Ouch.
Oh, I got like a boot, like a goth girl boot.
Oh, hell
Goth
yeah.
girl boot. Hell yeah.
Das gut. Ah! Let me get my shit!
That's a peg leg. Hell yeah, brother.
What about
Hell
Peg?
yeah.
Let the killer get a cosmetic.
Oh no, she died! What the
He
fuck?
gets
No,
killed
let her
the
get the
killer, that's so
cosmetic. Let her get the
fucked. Oh my
cosmetic.
That's so messed up.
Oh, no way.
We
I
gotta buy
can
that
have my
thing.
chest torn open. I can look
Are there
like
any
Springtrap.
Wait, we can't get any upgrade? Oh wait. Oh, they're right
Yeah,
here.
they're all over the fucking place. Your cosmetic. thing.
Yeah. We're...
What do we even buy?
Thank you.
Should we
E.
get the hauler?
There's 2 of them.
Dagger, hurry up. The lady is waiting.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, Grandma.
Yeah, my joints. My. Okay. What I get?
Grab
This is
him.
good.
Grab him.
Awful.
Grab him. Grab him.
Okay.
Oh wow.
You can grab
Some
him.
dirt.
Yeah, just grab him.
Okay.
No, grab him, not the
Okay,
bike.
what else I get? What else I
You
get?
can grab him.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, there you go.
New left arm. Wow, that's so
You
cool,
gotta,
dude.
I think. Wow.
This is aegis. So
This is
rude.
a just.
I wanna see this again.
Can't believe this shit. What do you
Yeah.
get?
Wow.
I want headphones.
Look at my whiskey.
Ow. Ow.
Wow.
Is that cheese?
Head bottom.
Oh, your cheese!
Whoa.
Jeez.
Yahoo!
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh my
Cheese.
god.
Yippee!
Cheese. Cheese to meet you.
Cheese, if you
Oh, wow,
please.
nice.
Okay, let me
Okay.
see.
Cheese meat.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Jacket.
Whoa.
Jacket.
Jacket.
Okay, and then
Hi there.
Whoa.
Again.
Hi.
Oh wow. a
How's
hat.
it going?
Military hat. Whoa.
What?
Hey,
I do.
Amazing.
I'm showing my age.
Oh god.
It's a
Oh, God.
chud.
What do you mean? I'm not a chud. Isn't that right on a chud?
Er, what's up here?
Out of time.
Oh wait.
Oh,
Where?
not a gun.
I don't
I'm
know.
a gun.
I'm looking.
Whoa.
I gotta just bang
be
your
some
head.
body
Just try to
wear.
look.
Yep. Keep checking.
Yeah, I'm checking. Is it here? No.
Put
Is
some
it
health
here?
packs in here.
Okay, you know what? Fuck you.
What's in cosmetics?
Okay, health pack. Health pack.
No
that's not
way
gonna
you
fit.
just
That's
did
not-
that.
That's what I did
That's
to
not gonna
you.
fit.
That's how you died.
Oh, is that really how I died?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm fucking stupid as hell.
That won't kill me. Ouch.
That's crazy, bro.
No, Wesky, change your skin color again. Wesky, change your skin color. Change your skin color again,
I already
Wesky.
did. What do you mean?
No,
What do
you're
you
blue
mean?
again.
What? Why am I blue?
I don't know. You
I was
decide.
pink.
Change it again. You're lucky I saved your life. I saved your
Is
life,
that fine?
actually.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's pink.
Okay. There's pink head and like.
I'm sorry, I'm a sheep.
Buy it,
I'm a sheep,
buy
I
it,
can't.
Buy it, buy it, buy it. No! Buy it, buy it. Hit her! Hit her with it! Hit her with it! No! Buy it.
Oh my god.
Success.
Get her away from me!
Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Friends. I'm happy enough I go to sleep now.
Good night.
Nah.
Okay, good night.
Nice, sleep well. Hope you have an amazing sleepy. Best
It's not coming. Violence is the answer.
Hi.
Hi.
What the fuck happened?
I don't.
Wait. Hell yeah.
Back shots, please. Yippee!
Shuds.
What's this?
It's old. It's not yours. Here you go. I only trust you with this, or Meek too. I only trust. Yeah.
Thank you.
No.
What does this do? Oh. Who ate all the medkits? Oh.
You might be dead. Oh
Am I
well.
just a punching bag to you people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I thought that
Ow!
was my
I immediately
role.
get
I
hit.
can't believe you're taking my job.
There's many. There's many. No.
You want this? Do you want the walkie-talkie?
Oh my god, cube.
Oops, sorry.
Another cube. Get away from me. Get away from me. Oh. Okay. Meek, do you want this?
Oh god, I'm lagging.
Up on a Tuesday.
Do you want the walkie-talkie?
Damn, triple cubing it up on a Tuesday.
Are you, there's
I
a,
don't know what I would do with it.
we kind of just talk to each other, you
The
know.
box is shaped like a cube.
Put the box in, put the box in, put that shit in. What are you doing? Put that shit in.
I don't know if I was supposed to hold it or not.
Sure, I could have walkie-talkie.
Okay, wait, let me put this in.
Oh, that's a big sword.
Okay.
Oh, the better to cut people up into pieces if they're mean to me.
Here you go.
Wait, shit!
Very, very good.
Okay, cool. Well,
Oh my
tap
god.
it in!
No! No! Why are you? You're not gonna get me.
They're murderous.
No! Oh!
Get the fuck
no!
out of here!
No! No! Oh, get away! Get away! Get away! Yeah, that's why you didn't hit me. That's why you didn't hit me. Yeah.
What?
She died! Wait. No, yeah.
Gang and shit.
No.
What? What? What happened?
I'm so scared right now.
What happened? What?
Hmm.
What happened?
It is a mystery.
What happened? I think he fell. I'm sorry I trapped you with him, but I got revenge. You know?
Would you like a gun?
Me? Yeah, I would like a gun.
Yeah, you can have a gun. I'm not gonna use it.
Average
Where's-
American experience.
I think you have.
Y'all have evil in your heart.
You got this.
Okay.
People in our heart.
Someone
No,
needs to help
No,
me.
my heart is pure of joy.
Actually,
So-
you know what?
He
Yeah,
is a
Miki
pure
guy,
maiden. I am
Miki
also
guy
a pure
is
maiden.
very pure.
The
Someone needs to
Iron
help
Maiden
me.
is a band.
It's okay.
It's true.
I like Miki guy.
Someone help me, please.
I'll help you.
True.
Thank you. I don't want to go backwards on this because I'm scared. Okay, do you two have it? I'll just let go then.
We all three of us.
Ballon. Ballon. Should I just kill him? I don't know. There's no hole. I don't really want to. Oh, there's a hole. Come over here, Ballon. Please don't fuck me. Yo, this guy's actually just stupid. Actually. Hang on.
Okay,
Yeah,
carry,
we got this. We
carry
got
up.
this.
Yeah, just go, just go,
This is-
just go.
Are all the heads? No, not all the heads.
I think so.
No, it looks like there's one still next to the
No,
doors.
there's-
Yeah, just put everything in.
We're good? We're good?
Yeah, yeah, we're good. Put that on the other side.
Heart fit.
Okay, yeah, whatever, that works. That works.
That
No,
works,
no, no,
that
no, 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 no.
We're
Okay.
good. We're good.
No, no,
You're good.
no, no,
Nick. You're good.
No, just little weak. Okay,
No,
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
Good. It's good. It's good.
whatever.
We're good. We're good.
Wow.
Yippee!
I'm sorry.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
How'd they die?
I think Draco
Hello.
didn't make
No,
it.
no, in there.
Hello.
Rip.
I believe that's Draco. I think it is.
Hello.
You threw him out of the car.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now. What the fuck?
No.
Wesky, no! Oh, someone else died. Oh, wait, that's Draco. Oh, I didn't want to kill you. I'm sorry. I almost killed you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh goodness.
How did he die?
I don't know.
Oh. What are you doing? What's happening?
Draco's head ricocheted and hit me and knocked me into the lava.
Oh. Sucks. Hello. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? You're gonna have to, yeah. What the fuck? Meek, no! Oh wait, you're going in the car. Wait, you're going in the car. Okay, never mind. It's okay, Meek. Hello? Who is this? Hello? Oh, I'm in the car now.
Hi,
Hello?
I found a thing.
Hello, Roger? Okay.
Let's put it down.
Oh yeah, do you want your...
Okay.
Oh, do you want your gun back?
Yippee!
Where's my walkie-talkie? No, please. I killed him. I killed him for you. You can't kill me, no.
What are we grabbing?
Now.
You can't
Puts
escape
me
me.
down. Puts me down.
Okay, slams you on the ground. Oh damn.
Grandpa needs
Yeah.
help in the cauldron room. He needs to drop items to somebody.
Oh,
Help in the cauldron room to drop items.
Come here.
hello.
Grab my vial.
Yeah, sorry, we were kind of fucking
got
around.
it?
You
And
know?
and this thing. Oh god.
I'm
How
stuck.
the fuck am I gonna pick this up?
You got it?
Yeah, I picked the other thing up. We have enough strength for this.
It's one of the orbs that make you look at yourself.
Where'd it go?
Many balloons.
Can someone grab this?
What are we grabbing?
Where you at?
Oh, hi. Ah!
Do you have it?
No.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it?
I see. Okay. I understand. Oh my god.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, fuck.
It might kill you.
Yep. Have fun with that.
Thanks, bro. Play my guy.
There's also a baby. So be careful. Because I saw a baby and we might need to give an abortion. Uh-oh. I can't help you, Vic.
Oh god.
I'm trapped.
Was he dead? Yippee.
I killed him.
The baby.
Is there another balloon?
Hello.
There's no- oh wait, yeah, there probably is. Oh, there's a rope here if you wanna maybe also try to kill it. I don't think you can put it in this hole. We could pop this balloon to try and get the balloon boy over here. Oh, okay. Wait, yeah, the road's coming. The road's coming.
They were purple.
Oh my god. We're so good.
We're just killing
The baby!
Kill the baby.
I don't know how I got that.
I'm dead.
Oh yeah, they're popping the
Where's the
balloons.
balloon?
There's a dredge next to balloons.
Goofball.
You got to run. Run away, run away. I don't know if we'll be able to grab him.
I don't know.
Is it gone?
No.
Oh.
I think Anna's killing it. Yeah, Anna's killing it. Over here, there's a hole. Wait, where's Meat Guy?
Hi.
Where's Meat Guy?
Uh.
Oh. You're down here?
Oh, what's in? Oh, door room open.
Why's the door taped up?
Oh no. Oh no. I don't think we're not gonna be able to bring that up. Meat Guy, come back. You
Yeah,
might
no.
can you stand that crystal in the dredge? Cause it's literally in that room next to the hole, and then we can try and pick it up maybe.
Wait, what are we doing?
Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I can't pick it up. I'm dead. Yeah, I knew.
Oh, what happened?
I knew it'd be too strong. We tried to kill the dredge and it killed us.
Uh-oh.
A for effort? Yeah. I guess. Oh wait, it's only
Dude,
Anna
I
to
just-
A
kill.
for effort. A for effort is pretty valid.
I just hiccuped and threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Oh,
Oh.
So I let you guys know.
Thank you. Thank you for that information.
You're welcome.
Anna is muted. Hello. Me and Meek died trying to fight something.
That is good.
Hi. I got you.
I knew we shouldn't have fought it. Where to go?
Kayla has you, Celeste.
Whoa. I think she's going for the heads. Well.
Yeah. There's someone else over there.
Roger.
Roger.
I tried to fight the Drudge with Meek and we both died. It was very tragic.
I'm going the wrong way. Sorry. E. Okay. Is this way?
I think she's just going for
Bro, the
intimidation
tequila.
tactics.
I can see her like thinking about
How
if
is
she
it
should
only
kill the
now that I
Kayla or
realize
not.
it's only Anna and
Yeah, I can see the
Kayla?
Kayla's brain working as she's playing. There's like steam coming out of her ears.
Don't come near me.
Oh my
I don't
god.
trust you.
Bro, intimidation. Intimidation. No, I want it.
Okay.
Something broke. Oh, the Kayla,
Uh-oh.
it does not know what she's doing. Right, is it murder or about it true? She's just gonna keep spamming the call button. What is Rocky doing? Anna, what the fuck?
I can see
What
the
is Anna doing?
I can see the gears turning.
What
inside
is
of her.
that?
She's doing it on purpose,
Whoa.
I know, but oh my god.
She's so whimsical.
Yeah.
Just so wins.
I like how
Not a care
Tequila,
in the world.
Tequila's trying to figure out what the walkie-talkie does.
I don't think Anna realized that this quota didn't go through, or whatever it is.
Yeah, something broke and I don't know what. And now she's just kind of standing there menacingly. Oh, now she's standing. Now she's yeah. Wait, can she figure it out? Oh, maybe she
Does
figured it out.
know?
This is like watching a nature documentary. Oh my god, she almost killed herself. Who broke something? Like what? Oh, there's a loot crate.
Bro, I think the Kayla is just I go back to the Kayla and she's staring at the same cabinet for the past 3 minutes.
Yeah,
I
her
think-
brain
I
is
think
just trying to
Tequila's
figure out.
considering jumping.
Bro, I love it. I can see the cogs turning. It's really great.
Her brain's trying to figure out how to play this game. Hi, Deadman, how's it going? Release me! What the fuck happened? Release me! I don't even know what broke. Is a thing. I didn't see anything break. It just like started going and it stopped.
So strange.
It must have just been something that was barely on the edge.
No, because everything was in. That's why I was like, I didn't see anything break. Hello, something broke, but like I don't even know what it was. It just kind of broke, and I like no one did anything either. It's weird.
Oh, we're 1,000 away.
Yeah, they can get it.
1,003.
They just need to kill something. If Tequila's the last one standing, though, it'll take forever to do anything. But you know, it's
Is
fine.
it even possible to win after this?
Can't rush perfection.
Yeah. No, we can
She's
kill all the
just taking
monsters
her
that spawn. But yeah.
Oh my god, we're coming
Okay,
back.
there we go. Finally.
We're
Finally. Release me!
Hi.
Back? We're so back.
Where am I?
Oh god, don't put...
Hello. Hello? What's happened? You're like a fairy leading me somewhere mystical. Oh my god. Hello? Where am I going? Where am I going? Hello? Okay, I'll carry you somewhere mystical, I guess. Oh, I don't have that. Tequila has that. It's good, that's good. Someone died immediately, okay. Who died? Oh, is that Draco?
Kayla threatened me.
What the hell?
She held me over the pit.
You're over. Oh, don't breathe.
Yeah, you have to surrender her back. She's right there.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Hello?
Keep going. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Sure, take it. Yep.
Yeah, I took it, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, she wants to talk to you.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh shit. Oh.
hi.
Pick up to the bottom.
The bottom a little bit. Yep.
I only respond to Nanoland.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Holy shit! What the fuck?
What are you
I let
dumbasses
go.
doing?
I'm getting out of this hole.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm killing myself.
Oh no.
Oh, were you trying to lift the thing up here?
Oh
break?
my god.
I think somebody broke in and
Oh no!
Wait,
Somebody broke
Wesky, can you
it.
press Q?
There's a monster
Yeah.
over here. I don't know what that is.
Oh, fuck me.
A sacrifice.
Ah!
A sacrifice.
Oh, okay.
I thought
Yes,
you said you wanted to
kill
kill
him.
yourself.
Oh, we have to kill her?
Yeah, but I didn't mean to do it. Yeah.
Hello? Among Us, there's a drudge. There's a drudge right there.
I'm in a scary
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah,
Please leave me.
yeah, there's a drudge. Hello?
The monster's with me. Bye.
Oh. Well, it's like Blair Witch. It's like Blair Witch. Wait. Hello? I'm a sing. What do you mean?
The church is left. Roger, over.
Yeah. They said they wanted to kill themselves, not be bird. What do you mean? It's the same thing. Why y'all over here?
I'm sorry.
Hello,
Roger.
everyone's with me for some reason, Roger. Over. Except that guy. I don't know who
Roger,
that
bye.
guy is.
Oh.
It's really not.
Birthday children. One birthday children. There's no birthday children.
Fuck that guy.
Grudge.
It's nobody. Let go of that one. You grab the other one. I don't want to let go, and then you.
You got it.
So.
Oh, you got it? Okay, let it go.
Yeah,
I'll
I
let it
got
go.
this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Throw it away, throw it away, throw it
So
away, throw it
sick,
away.
bro.
I don't know where it is.
We should be throwing it
There's an
away.
invisible one. There's an invisible one.
Yeah, it's over here. It ran away. I was holding left click.
It was the big red dude.
Oh, wait. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. $1,000 is $1,000.
I mean, you could probably use that to kill the
I
dredge,
like
right?
you. I won't do it.
Or no?
No, definitely not.
Okay. So I kind of get violent when I see the dredge, and then I realize, oh wait, it has too much fucking HP.
Maybe I can blast it in the hole. Let me see. What happened?
I think they died in the cauldron?
Oh, they probably exploded, and then because they're at 1 HP, they took fall damage and died.
I'm so fat. I'm rubbing my fat fucking belly right now.
Oh my god, that was so scary.
I'm gonna put it in the cart.
Okay.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah.
Nice, really good, Emma. Really good.
What the fuck? Answer for your crimes.
I don't have good depth perception.
I mean, me neither, but what the fuck? Wait, hang on.
Wait, careful, I have a high thing. If you're gonna kill me, can you at least do it fast?
I mean, I don't want to kill you. I want to use you, though.
Get this fucking kid in the hole. Oh, not that person.
I am not a kid.
I'm
Kill that
killing
guy, kill that guy.
Yes. There we go. That's what I wanted to use you for. Oh my god.
I'm away.
I did. Hello?
The invisible man has officially grabbed me.
Okay. Okay, I'll try to go. Hello? Oh, you're in the
Just
car.
chilling with the invisible.
Oh. Go in. I can't go out. Oh, I'm dead. Oh my god, I couldn't go down. I tried. I saw my opportunity. I think everyone's dead. Oh, I'm the only one alive and do not fuck this up? I see. Okay.
As she walks into a hole.
Oh no!
I respect it.
Fantastic comedic timing.
Dude, I want to be the winner of. I want to be the winner of the losers.
What
Wait,
the fuck?
What?
What the fuck?
Whoa!
What the hell?
We're playing fucking Mario Kart, bro!
All the way!
I'm in last. Never mind, I'm not. I'm dead, actually. Bye. I don't know how you get speed in this.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we're both dead. Yay. How do you get speed in this? I don't know how you get speed.
Hey, Celeste.
It's me. Yeah, but I don't know how to get speed. Also, I pressed. Okay, so the controls are weird. You press
Oh, they're
the arrow.
very weird.
Yeah, you
They're
press the turn. You have to move your mouse, and to drift, you have to use the keys. I did not realize that.
Wait,
I pressed
really?
Yeah, and I did not realize it. I pressed the keys at the worst time possible, and so I was just drifting, and I lost so much speed.
You drive like fucking Halo, I get.
Yeah. And so I lost
Oh my God,
so
Meek-
much
Meek
speed
guy.
because of it.
Look at Meek
Bro,
guy.
I
Meek guy's
overshot
fucking
it.
killing it.
Oh my god, Meek
He's
guy.
right there behind me.
Meek
Oh
guy,
my
fucking
god.
Meek guy. Let's
no,
go,
Meek guy. No, Meek guy. No.
No, everyone died.
Everyone. Aw.
Everyone's a
Everyone's a
loser. Dude, that was so fun.
That was cringe.
No, Meek guy.
So used to the one where you fight each other.
That was pretty awesome.
That was cooler than the one where you pick up a random thing off the floor, for sure.
Yeah.
I just don't really like that it just kills everybody.
I don't like the controls.
Yeah, it should be whoever lives the longest.
Agreed.
I don't like the
Taylor just dropped
controls.
55 pencils on the floor.
I thought there would be an end to it.
55.
Yeah, you ever play 52 card pickup?
Okay, I'm done playing for now. It was fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
same. I gotta go.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right,
Bye.
thank
Fun,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Later.
Goodbye. Who survived? No one. Everyone died.
Goodbye.
Everybody.
everyone.
It just kills everybody because
Goodbye.
it has a timer.
Oh, I thought everyone died. I mean, no, all of you fell off. Like you and Meek both fell off.
Oh, I
Because
fell
you
off.
run out of
Yeah,
time.
you guys fell off.
Because you run out of time and then you don't get any
Man,
juice.
I
so
fell
you,
off.
Oh, that just sucks.
Exactly.
I thought you both just like fell off or something. I didn't realize like there's a timer because you can't see the timer
I
when
was
you're dead.
sabotaged.
How does Meek have the least ping when you're the host? Interesting.
Trevor is in.
Yeah, because Meek guy is epic.
Trevor
Yeah.
is in Europe.
Meek guy
Yeah.
is just cool.
Meek guys.
Okay, I'm leaving now too. Bye.
Oh, goodbye, dude.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
I would never
Goodbye.
commit such acts of vile manslaughter. True. Actually, yeah, you might. Okay, I think I end because I honestly have nothing else to do and I feel really tired and I want to play Poke MMO with my friends. So, yeah. Anyway, who do I raid? Hang on. I'll show you guys. But yeah, who do I raid? I'm gonna raid someone playing Repo, maybe. Okay, you know, maybe they should be my size. I feel like I've seen some of these before. Who do I raid? Just tell me like a name from all of these. Who do I raid? They're not gonna be able to talk to me actually. Should I even raid them? Hang on. I'm gonna see who I'm following. And then, yeah. That one, okay. Who am I following? And then I should see if I raid them. Oh my god, you're playing RE6. You know what? I might, just because of the RE6. Oh, that's not anything I know. Oh yeah, I'm just like doxing myself, you know. Okay, same category, and then similar. Okay, Spanish. You should raid. Oh, true. I should raid Chilled Chaos. I should honestly. Yeah, I don't know who to raid because I kind of wanted to raid someone playing Repo, but at the same time I really don't because then they won't be able to talk to me, and like if they won't be able to talk to me, then it's like yeah, it's like whatever. So I want to raid someone who's I'm following. You know what? I'll just raid Aro. I haven't raided Aro in so long. So yeah, I'll just raid Aro. Okay, here you go. Here you're seeing everything I had to do at the end of the stream. You're seeing everything I do at the end of the stream. But yeah, which is kind of crazy. You're getting insight into what I do. But yeah, anyway, tomorrow I'll actually play something that's on the schedule, which is Pokemon. But yeah. Anyway, goodbye.